guys, John Justice here. Just got done having a family night with my family, and yeah, it went really good. We went to go see a little movie called Super Mario Brothers. I don't know if you can. So, I loved it. I thought it was a really great movie, and so I wanted to share a design that I use for Mario. I wanted to share a design that I use for Mario and give it to you guys, and hopefully you guys can use it. Yeah, so let's get started. So we've got quite a few balloons here. I think this is 8 balloons. As far as 350s, I have white, blush, mocha, and blue. Those are the big balloons we'll be using. And red. I didn't grab red. We'll be using 160s. Mocha, red, and blue. So in total, we will have 5 350s and 3 160s and a little bit of marker work, and we'll come up with something like this. So it's a fairly large design. I don't know, probably about 2.5 feet, maybe. Whatever. First we do a mocha. We'll inflate that about halfway. Soften it up. Single pinch twist. About a 3 or 4 finger loop twist. And then I pinch twist that one off, the first bubble. Then I just make a second foot. Exactly the same. Okay, so I can use the rest of this. I'll need this for the back of his hair, so you can cut that off. And I'll just tie a knot there. We will use this piece later on. We'll actually tie it to our red 350 later. Okay. Next, we will inflate our blue 350 about maybe 3/4. Or not, it goes right into the pinch twist here on the bottom. Okay. I like to do a hand on the thumb, right about there. Pinch twist. About a 2-inch bubble, 4 fingers, just like that. Another bubble. Okay. And I should have the other leg that's fairly the same size, give or take. Inflate a second, 3 or 4 inch bubble. It doesn't have to be perfect. This one can be a little bit softer. I'm bringing it across. Just like that. And now those should be about the same. Okay. I'm going to squeeze the air out of this. This. I'm squeezing the air. And pull it across. Okay. Then when I bring these back, these 2 legs will be just about the same. And I tie it back into that original brown. So already we've got his legs and his feet. Alright, just upsized. Next, we're going to take our 350. About 3/4 of the way. Okay. Tie a knot. Stretch this one. I like to do about 4 fingers. About that. Okay. Then I'll do another 4 fingers. Okay. Then I'll do a third bubble of 4 fingers. Just like that, like we're making a dog. These 2 ends come together. And I twist those. Then I'll do the make skinny again, where I deflate the balloon. And I pull it across. Just like this. Okay? So now I'm going to measure about 3-ish, 4 fingers, the same size as this. This will be the arm. And I'll actually pull this to undo it. And I'll cut it off just above there. And I'll retie. This will be for the hat later on. And I'll push this down as I retie a second knot, if that makes sense. Okay. So now I've got my arm, my body, and then I'll squeeze the air back into the end. So I've got that. Okay, just like that. We'll tie this now to our earlier 350 mocha. Just like this. So we've got that. Okay. And this. Okay, now we have this piece, and we want to connect it to the bottom half of the jeans. With our 160 blue, we connect into one of the two. We're going to make the suspenders. Okay. And I didn't even tie that off. I don't know if you saw this. But I'll get this and I'll smush those on top of each other. Then I wrap this around. Not super taut, but tight enough to hold it in. Rotating this around. I can cut it off if I want. That's what I'll do. And then I'll wrap this in again into the second. Pinch twist here. And I will again buddy these up. Wrap them over. We've got a nice looking set of suspenders. Okay, 350 blush. About 3/4 of the way. We're just going to make 2 ears, ear twists for ear number 1 and ear number 2. Make sure the knot goes in front of the ear twist. Behind it will look kind of wonky. So 4 fingers, just like that. 4, maybe 5. Depends on your hands. And we're gonna do another ear twist, pinch twist, whichever you prefer. We're copying the same. Like this. Just like that. Cut this off. I'll push to the end. I'm sure you know this will become the nose. Get the air into the end, and then sort of smush the end. This is to round it out. So we've got a nice round looking nose once we're done. Okay, just like that. I'll set that aside. And we've got our scrap here. I'll just tie that just to make sure it doesn't come undone. Okay. Now we'll take our mocha and our red from earlier, and we connect those into the ear. Okay. I like to start with the reds. I'm just going to double those up with the brushes. 1, 2. Okay. And then I can pop this red and tie that off. So now we'll have 2 blushes. Oops. And then 2 reds. Just like this. Now this mocha will wrap in a little bit loose. I want it sort of to have a rounder feel, like this. Okay. So that's a little bit too much air, so I'll squeeze a little air out. I want this one to be a little bit softer, more malleable, so I like that. Now from here, we can start to add our colors. I like to start with the white, and I'll add a little circle right on the top of this red here. a big circle. Just like that. Now so I don't have to pull up my red marker, I'm actually going to write the letter M on the bottom. Then I add a big V on the top. Then I go corner to corner, and I fill in the negative space with white. So when I'm all done, it'll look like that. Fairly nice. Next, I'll take my blue marker. I'm going to do 2 large circles for his eyes and 2 smaller circles for the gleams, as well as the black. So it looks sort of like that, okay? I'll fill these in on the bottom, just like this. Black, it's gonna go right over. Gonna go 3 circles, a big black circle, a medium size on top, then a smaller one on bottom, and I fill them in just like this. From here I'll add eyebrows, and on the very bottom I'll add his smile, just like that on the bottom side. It looks kind of weird right now because we haven't added his nose or his beard, but trust me, it looks fine like this for now. We'll come back to our white. Start with the outline for the white parts of his eyes, as they say. Shoot when you see the whites of their eyes. A little history for you. Okay, so we do that just to highlight the white on the outside, as well as we're going to do the gleams now that we're here. Okay, just like this. Okay, we're looking very cute, very adorable. Okay, now at this point, we're basically done. We're going to wait for this to dry, and while we're waiting for that to dry, we'll switch over here to the white balloon. 350. We're only going to need a bit of this. Pinch twist. Loop twist. We're going to grab our body. We'll grab the end and just connect those. Cut that off. Again, retie. 2-inch bubble. Loop twist. Wrap it around. Okay. So our body is basically done now. We have his gloves, we have his t-shirt and everything. He's looking really good. Then we have the hat. By now, my markers are dry. So I'm going to only add one more small detail. I'm going to come back in with the black. And I'm going to outline the top parts of his eyes. So you can see his eyes now. Here. Okay. Not his eyebrows. Over his eyes. I'm just outlining his eyes. Okay. Just like this. And it's a small little detail, but I think it makes all the difference. With our 160 Mocha. Like that. Tie. Connect to the ears. Okay. I'm going to make a little like 2-inch bubble for his sideburns. So it'll look like that. Okay. So here's his head. Sideburns. Then I make a little, maybe 1/2-inch bubble. Or maybe a 1/4 inch, then a 3/4 inch, then a 1 inch So they get sort of progressively larger. I don't know if you can see this. So small, and then big, then bigger. Okay. I'll make it that one even bigger. Okay. Then I repeat the exact same steps backwards. Okay, so big, medium, little. Now it gets pulled across to his other ear, just like that. A little pearl. 2 3-inch bubble again here. And we tie that back into the ears. I can let that go at this point. Secure back to the other side of the ear. So we should have his ears on both sides. Right. We have his cute little sideburns, and then the bubbles. So sideburns, bubbles, ears. Now he's looking a little wonky right now, but that's because his nose isn't there. We're going to go into the center with the nose here that we had previously made. I'm going to make sure the knot goes past here, past the middle. See the knot? It goes past. I'm going to tuck it into the blush. It pulls through and it comes out the bottom. And out the bottom. And this squishiness of this mocha helps to make that quite easy to do. I'm going to pull this font. I'll put the nose on top and the mustache below here. And we're looking pretty cute. I'll tuck into the red in between. And I'll actually pull the blush into one of the leg pinch twists. So now we're like sitting like that. That's pretty nice. Okay. So everything's looking good. The very last thing we need to add is just a little bit for his hat. Okay. So this first one, I'll go connect to the ears. And I want to sort of give it this sort of shape right here. And I'll connect it. Shape doesn't matter right now. We're just sort of looking for the length, okay? Once I've got it here, I'll come and sort of make a square. Square shape, just like that. And then I'll add a little bit of roundness. Just like that. Now I come back. And the inside that fills his bill is going to be soft. So that first one will be soft, just like this. See? And I can pop that. So you can see it fills up very nicely because it's soft. Because it's soft, it sort of comes up off of the ears. And it will fill in the gaps there. So now you can see it's a fairly nice looking hat. And it sits nicely on the back of his head. Just straighten things out just a little bit. Make sure everything's sitting nice and pretty. We've got our ears, we've got our hair, we've got our Mario. And that's about it. If you want, you can add a secondary pinch twist here on the bottom, and he'll sit fairly snugly on decor if you're doing a centerpiece for a birthday party. These are super cute. I always love to, when I do parties of my own, show up with something a little bit more fancy and deliver, you know, a larger version to the special birthday child. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. I would strongly suggest checking out the new Mario movie. I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. My son had a fantastic time watching it with me and my wife. So, all right. Have a great day. We'll see you.